Okay, now there is a decimal here and there's a decimal here. So what I need to do is I need to move this decimal one place to make this a whole number. And if I do it to this side, I got to do it to this side. So my decimal is now going to be right up top there. So it's going to be 2 divided by 56. 2 can go into 5 how many times? 2. That gets you 2 times 2 is 4. Bring it down, subtract, you get 1. Bring it down, you get 6. 2 can go into 16 how many times? 28. Now, there is nothing over here, so it doesn't matter. So my answer is still going to be 28. That is my answer. Looking at the next one below it, inside 0.8, I was making the other ones a little bit bigger, so I'm going to subtract, minus them. And I'm going to put it as 15 whole ones. Okay, now look. Miss Hine, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand. There's a decimal on this side, there's not a decimal on this side. I'm going to drag my decimal over one place. But there's my decimal here. I still have to move something to be over here. My decimal is originally right here, right? So I need to drag it over and I need to make it a 0. Don't worry, we're going to practice that. If I do it to this side and there's nothing on here, I have to add a 0. Have to move that decimal over more. What I do to this side, I have to do to this side. Repeat that again. What I do to this side, I have to do to this side. 8 can go into 1 how many times? 0. Bring down your 5. 8 can go into 15 how many times? 1. 8. You get 7. Bring down your 0. 8 can go into 70 how many times? 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 5, 50. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 9, 72. Nope, it's got to be 8 times. So I got 64. Subtract. I got 6. But Miss Hine, I still have 6. I can't. Remember, I said your decimal goes here. I can always add another 0 to see what my decimal will be. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add a 0. I'm going to bring it down. 0. 8 can go into 60 how many times? Not 8. It's got to be 7. That gets you 56. Subtract 4. I still have a 4. Let's see if I can get another. Let me just see if I add another 0, what it'll do. 8 can go to 40. Oh, now it goes in it evenly. Therefore, it is 18.75. So it is 18.75. Now I can add this. I can always add zeros to keep going and figuring it out. We're going to work through these so that you don't freak out. Let's look at the next one. I need to do 2.4 divided by 0.06. So once again, I'm going to come up here, over here, and it's going to be 0.06 divided by 2.4. Okay? What do you notice that we have to do first? Can't have a decimal on this side, so I got to divide. I got to move this over 1, 2. So what do I have to do to this side? I have to move it over 1, 2. So I have to put a 0 there. My decimal is now right there. So let's look. 6 can go into 2, 0 times. Bring down your 4. 6 can go into 24, 4 times. That gets you 24. Oh, got to bring down your 0. 6 can go into 0, 0 times. Subtract. There's nothing left over. Therefore, your answer is 40. Okay? 4.4 divided by 8. So 8 goes on this side and 4.4 goes on the inside. Right? Yep. And there's no decimals, so guess what do? I just bring my decimal up. It goes right here. 8 can go into 4 how many times? 0. Subtract. You get 4. Bring down your 4. 8 can go into 44 5 times. you get 40. Subtract, you get 4. Let's see if I can keep going on a 0 here, because I want to see if I can get this away. So bring down my 0. It can go into 40 times. 5 more times. And you subtract, you get 0. There's nothing for you to bring down. Therefore, your answer is 0.55. You got to remember that there's a decimal. 0.55.